Welcome to DVD's TV Network. This is King Alibaba, and today we're going to talk about legality and orders and the difference between the two. Okay? Now, the difference between legality and orders is that an order comes from a head of state, which is always pertaining to work, and legality is about either the cool down system after an altercation, either verbal or physical, or the truth system, which is the furtherance of mankind's naturality through truth and peace. Okay, so you can say when something is illegal, it is not an order from the head of the state of the country. Okay, it is just something that you're not. There's something that if you do it, you will have to go into the cool down system. Okay, and in the truth system, things are things are things are handled, through the uh, uh, the the freeing of the mind, and then it brings the person back down to naturality, to where he operates uh, correctly, and he doesn't do anything wrong, as a normal human doesn't do anything wrong. Now negating homosexuality, uh, uh, criminality, and lying. Okay, we're talking about work here, and I'll give you the definition of orders. Okay, an order is something that a person has to do in his workplace. Okay, there are no orders that can be given about what happens in a person's personal life. Okay, the order is that you protect yourself in your personal life. Okay, a policeman or a jail situation of fighting or rape is not defense for your personal home, as those are two different places. Jail and home and jail are two different places. Okay, so if something's happening in your personal life in your home, you are to negate that. Okay, and the best way to do that is using the truth system, which is the religious system. Okay, it is not preaching; it's just exposing of facts that the person doesn't know, which is what makes him, which is exactly what makes him do the oddity things. Okay, so you expose, hey, this is how this go. You say, hey, a person who walks is not a person who is a monster. Okay, a person who walks is a person who has things to do. Okay, so you expose these facts to the mind, and it brings peace. Okay, especially in the home. Okay, and I don't recommend this in the workplace because it exposing the truth kind of promotes relaxation. Okay, so you just want to go there, get your fight on, get your work on, and then come home. You know, so you know there are people who believe that calling the police is just like punching them in the face or raping them. That is not the situation. Okay, I believe calling the police is for females because those are females feel getting punched in the face or raped. Okay, if you want to handle your situation, you are to bring peace to the situation because that brings normalcy. Okay, peace is not a weakness. Okay, no matter the homosexuality, the criminality, or the lies that are surrounding it. Okay. Yeah, now a person may believe that being evil is a good defense, but being evil is a mental state that is lower than that of reality. Okay, you're not supposed to be evil. You're supposed to be peaceful in your home so that you can sit down, watch the big screen, and be like the dude with the hair going back and just be chilling. You know, and you don't have to worry about all these jail situations. Okay, that's basically all that confusion in the mind brings is just situations. Okay, so you expose the truth in your personal life, okay, and you're able to be a human living, and doing what you do, and it won't be anything that gets on anyone nerve. It won't be homosexual, it won't be criminality, and it won't be lies. Okay. So, and if you're homosexual, please do not call the police if you're a male. Okay. Now, the difference between orders And legality is that order has nothing to do with the cool down system, or order has nothing to do with the true system. Orders are what your boss gives you to work. Okay, orders can come from the head of the state, okay, or the head of the country, okay, or the head of the city. Okay, any order that you get comes from him. It has nothing to do with jail. It has nothing to do with church. It has everything to do with work. Okay, an illegal event or a legal event is an event that will get you sent to jail. Legal means you go to jail. Illegal means you go to jail. Okay, it has nothing to do with following rules and being right or wrong. Okay, it has everything to do with warnings. Okay, legal is a warning. Illegal is a warning. That is it. It is not in order. Okay, if it's legal or illegal, you can do it. Okay, but you can't if you must know that you will go to jail for it. Okay, so you know, and if you feel it's wrong, you have to talk to your head. You have to talk to your head of the cool down system, which is the jail system, and say why this shouldn't be illegal. You know, that's how weed got legal. You know, that's how homosexual marriage got legal. Okay, and I recommend counting on marriage for all person. Okay, so what you are to avoid in the public is not legality or illegality or policemen. What you should avoid in the public is doing things which negate work. Okay, if you do anything which negates work, that is not following an order. Okay, not anything that is legal or illegal or police related. Okay, so there's the difference between orders and legality and illegality. This is King Outdog reporting here live, wishing everyone a good, eventful, and peaceful, movement-filled, event-filled day.